Drummond class. Welcome to today's class. I'm sorry that last week's class didn't show up on YouTube. I've been having a lot of problems uploading it, and I'm still trying to figure that out. So hopefully I can figure that out later today or maybe tomorrow. I will do my best to get that out as well as this class, get that one out as well. Hear how you guys are doing. Please update me, send me some videos, or sign up for the private lessons. I know I have Viola signed up for private lessons. We're going to have our lesson today. By this time, actually, we will have already had it. And yeah, let's get started with our lesson. We're going to start with a G major scale, and we're going to do the rhythm ice cream cone. Okay, so here's your introduction. Make sure you're all tuned up. Make sure your hand is like a mirror over here. You want your fingers to be nice and rounded, curved. Check your bow hold here. Should have these two hanging over. Pinky like a rainbow. Then curve your thumb. This guy's just hanging out. Ready? Here is your introduction. Here we go. Good. Did you notice how I used my fourth finger during the whole scale? So when we're doing the scale, and if you want to use fourth finger for the scale, which is good practice for minuet 3 when we're going from 3 here to 4 on the A string, 3 on the D string, 4 on the A string. Remember we've been working on that? So if we're going to do fourth finger, you want to do open G, 1, 2, 3, then we have 4. That's going to be your D. So instead of playing open D next, you're going to play 1 on the D string. So if you want to just go back and practice going from fourth finger on the G string to first finger on the D string, and then maybe fourth finger on the D string to first finger on the A string, and then maybe fourth finger on the A string to first finger on the E string. Just practice that, and then if you do what I just did, which was just 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, it sounds pretty cool. So you can make up some songs with that. And yeah, you can mess around with going from fourth finger to first finger, which is a valuable skill to have, especially when we're learning minuet 3 where we have some fourth finger exercises and stuff. Right now that we've warmed up, I want to go back to canon in D. We're at quarter note equals 104. You should have the whole song learned at this tempo by now. And if you don't, then keep working on it. That's okay. It's a little bit of a tricky tempo, but we're going to do that. And I want you, so I'm going to play the whole thing. We're going to start with the whole notes. Remember I'm just going to review with you first. 3, 4. So that's the first part. We're going to play that 2 times. So whatever I just played, those whole notes, we're going to play them twice. So we have what I just played, play it again. And then the second part, which you should remember, is the hard part. Remember the hard part where we have, I'm going to turn the metronome on for this part. 3, 4, 1, 2, here we go. And then you're going to play that 2 times as well. So everything I just played, twice. And then the third part, turn the metronome off. The third part, remember, is the melodic part. It's the singy part. So let's play that with a metronome. I'm going to play it. We're just reviewing right now. You don't have to play it at this tempo. When I go back and play the whole thing, we're going to go at a little bit of a slower tempo and then work our way up. So here's the last part. And you're also going to play that twice. Surprise. And then, so the last part is the harmony to the melodic part that we just played. I'm going to play that just so we can review. Start on F sharp. So that is the part that is new to us. I've taught you that part over these video lessons, so if you haven't been watching, keep going back to the videos and watching those. I'm right now, so remember what I said, we're going to play the whole notes, part 1, we're going to play that twice. Then we're going to play the hard part, part 2, we're going to play that twice. We're going to play the melodic part, part 3, we're going to do that twice. And then at the end, we're going to just play the harmony 1 time. So we have twice, 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 once. Does that sound good? And we are going to put it at a little bit of a slower tempo just so we can all play it together here. I'm going to go to quarter note equals 86. Okay. So let's start. Let's play that all together. I'm going to play it too, and I want you to play with the video. So remember, we're starting on a D because it's called canon in D. So we're starting 3 on the A string. These are our whole notes. Ready? And again. Here comes the hard part. Here we go. Again. Here's the harmony. And on D. Good. So if you could play through that whole thing with me, then you're doing awesome. If you can't yet, you're still doing awesome. We just need to work our way up to those tempos and make sure we have the roadmap of which section goes to which section and how the parts go into each other, which is the hard part, is the transition between each part. So you're gonna play each part like in a row, so there's no like transitions or anything, but getting in the mindset of part 1, going to part 2, going to part 3, and then the harmony, that's the tricky part. So getting used to that is hard, and so practice it at that tempo with me. Just keep rewinding, playing with me, all that stuff, and then maybe eventually you can work it up to 104, the whole thing, quarter note equals 104, just the same order that we just did it just now. So 2 times part 1, 2 times part 2, 2 times part 3, and then 1 time the harmony. Now that we've done Kin and D, I want you all to learn that from these videos so we can play it all together when we come back to class. So look through the previous videos when I explain more how to play them, and yeah, we're gonna work up to those tempos. If you can't get it, then keep trying. Make sure you're working on your listening skills. And now we're going to go into the Titanic song that Leela is learning right now. I just want to play it a couple times with Leela. Leela, I want you to play this with me on the video. And if you don't, it's not necessary that you learn, that everybody else learn this tune. But when we come back, I want to have Leela try to teach the class how to play it, or explain how she plays it, how she figured out the notes. She wrote them all in. It was great. So I'm going to play the Titanic song that we've been learning, and Leela, I want you especially to play this with me. So we have 1, 2, here we go. All right, did you get all those rhythms that time? Make sure when you're looking at your paper, if you see the dotted quarter note eighth that we've been working on, it sounds just like how I've been playing it. We're gonna play it one more time together, and then if you need to go back and rewind and play it again, then that's fine. Let's play it again. 1, 2, ready, go. Good. That time I was thinking a lot about my bow. So when you're playing it, if you want to go back and play it with me a couple more times, rewind the video, I want you to think about this time your bow. So make sure you have your bow holds over here. There we go. Looking just like this. You can pause it. Make sure your hand looks just like this. You should be able to see right through it. You see how you can see right through it, just like a telescope? And then when you're moving your bow, you want it to be right, this is all backwards, so it's confusing the direction. You want it to be right in the middle. You see how it's in the middle of my fingerboard and my bridge here. And then we're gonna pull it. So it's straight. So you don't want to go this way, because then it's gonna sound like that. And you don't want to go this way, because it's gonna sound like that. You want it to be straight the whole time. This is so confusing, the backwards. Okay, there we go. Just like that. So that's gonna give you the best tone production. You want to make sure you can hear how your tone is, if it's consistent. If it sounds like this, then you have to work on pulling the sound evenly throughout the whole bow. So you can practice that too. Just doing long bows on a down bow and maybe an up bow too. You want it to sound even the whole time. So keep working on that, and we'll move on to Minuet 3 next. Okay, so now we're going to go on to Minuet 3, and Viola and I just had a lesson, and it was great. She did a really good job, and it gave me a good insight on what we should work on. So that would really help if everyone signed up for private lessons, because then I could like really know where we are with stuff, know how to proceed with these lessons, and that would be awesome. So thank you, Viola, for signing up and helping me to help you. So what we were working on today, the beginning, a lot of what we were doing was the bowing, because a lot of us some of us have some trouble with doing the slurs. And the one slur that's really important here is from G to A. So we have G on the D string, A, open A. So we're on an up bow. I want everybody to just practice going from G to A. And then eventually, you can get faster at it. And what I was telling Viola today in her lesson was that this has to do, instead of keeping the same arm level here, then if you keep the same arm level, it's going to sound like this. And you're going to hit the D string. But you want to go from the D string to the A string, so your arm level is going to change, actually. It's going to go from up here to down here. I know it's a little hard to see. Boop, 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 boop. Just like that. See how my arm level's changing? Just like that. We'll do a little slower. You see that? All right. So keep practicing. Do that over and over again, just the slur. And then right now I want us to work on the bowing here. So I have my bow. Beautiful bow hand position here. You guys put your thumb down here, so I'm going to do that with you. These two are friends. Here we go. This way. There we go. These two are friends. This guy's hanging out up top. We got a rainbow over here. And then our thumb is bent. All right, so we're going to go, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, up. And we're all going to do that together 5 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Down, up, down, up, down, up, up. 2, 2, 3. down, up, down, up, down, up, up. That's 2. 1, 2, 3. Down, up, down, up, down, up, up. Good. 4 time. Here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, up. Good. Last time. Here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, up. Good. That's our last time. And a good way to practice that is to transition from that to playing it with the notes is to just do it on an open string. So pick open A or open D, whatever you want, and then just go down, up, down, up, down, up, just on open A. So don't move your left hand at all. You can just have it here for support, but just the bow. Down, up. And do that a couple times. Let's do it 3 more times. 1, 2, here we go. Down, up, down, up, 2 more times. Here we go. Last time. Here we go. Good. And then the last step would be to put the right hand and the left hand together. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, and listen. 2 more times. Here we go. Last time. Arm levels. Here we go. Good. So that's what I want you to focus on with this minuet right now, is getting the bowings right, because I know some of you already know a lot of the notes, most of the notes, if not all of the notes to minuet 3, but I want us to sound like one violin, and in order to sound like one violin, we all need to be playing with the same bow directions, the same bowings. So that's what we're working on. We're working on bowings, we're working on slurs, just like this. Keep going, like that. And then the next thing that we want to learn, the next thing that we want to focus on is going from 3 on the D string to 4 on the A string. So just do that a couple times. Good. Today's video, I hope you learned something from this video. I understand that some people cannot post videos on homeroom, so I'm going to try to figure that out so that maybe you can. Thank you to Viola for having a lesson with me today. That was really awesome. She did a really good job. I want to hear from the rest of you. I want to know how you're doing, know how your playing's going, how your practicing's going. So if you want to sign up for those private lessons, just email Music House, and then we can have a 15-minute session every week, and that'll be good. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this one actually uploads. I'm going to try to re-upload the other one as well, and we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to try a different browser and see if that works out. So thanks for watching. Bye!